Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again it is Sunday, and that means it's time for the Texas Gun Vault Poll Question of the week. This week's question deals with a little introspection around here and looking inward and asking you guys to tell me what you like and don't like about the Texas Gun Vault and give my channel a grade. You guys know the mission of the Texas Gun Vault is to bring positive Second Amendment content to everyone, especially those gun geeks like myself. I want this to be a place where people can go and talk about various aspects of firearms and the firearms culture, just like you would if you're hanging out with your buddies around the water cooler. And as I said, I want it to be positive, so hopefully it brings in new people to the Second Amendment that will embrace their God-given rights. So with that said, let's dive right into this week's poll question. I think it is time for some personal evaluation and self-reflection here at the Texas Gun Vault. I am striving to always better the channel by being informative and entertaining. I also know I am not the most charismatic or best presenter on YouTube, but I enjoy what I do. But enough about me, let's talk about you. What do you think about me? What grade would you give my channel based on my content and presentation style? Please comment with what you like and do not like about my channel so I can get feedback and continue to improve. So as many of you guys know, this is not something I do as a job. I don't work in a gun store. I don't have an FFL. I really am the everyday gun owner. I just love firearms and this is my hobby. And for some reason, being a big introvert, I like to record myself and put it out on YouTube so you guys can all laugh and jeer at me and tell me how wrong I am. Who knows, maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. But let's see what you guys have to say and what grade you would give the Texas Gun Vault. With 747 votes as of me recording this, we have A, the Texas Gun Vault, and actually I made a typo there, I said TVG, it is TGV, is awesome and one of the best firearms channels on YouTube, 17%. B, overall pretty good, I enjoy most of what Texas Gun Vault does, 58%. C, average, I just sub for certain videos, 19%. D, overall pretty bad, I only watch to see what he gets wrong, 2%, and F, one of the worst channels on YouTube, Jason is an idiot and ugly, 4%. Now, of course, if you're subscribed over here at the Texas Gun Vault, I was already expecting to get a pretty darn good grade from my viewers. After all, if you don't like what I do, you're not going to subscribe and you're not even going to participate in these polls, let alone see the poll. So I was expecting to get pretty positive results. But I was really interested in seeing what people thought I could do better with. And I have to say, many of the comments were very diversified. I had the people that subscribed to my channel or maybe found my channel because they saw a lot of the higher end guns I have in my collection, such as my HKs or B&Ts. I have other people that found my channel through my political commentary, like What to Buy Before November, which was my series before the election last year, and a lot of people really liked those videos and what I had to say and what I had to recommend. I have other people that absolutely love my range reports. And believe it or not, to my surprise, there's actually people that like my EDC videos. I guess they're gluttons for punishment too. But each person, when they would comment, would say, I like this about your channel, you need to do more of this. But it is so diversified, and I realized that because I have such a diverse channel, I can't be all things to all people. And so I do try to make sure I make a wide variety of content. And I do the best that I possibly can. I'm not a professional presenter. I don't do this for a living. I'm not looking to become rich or famous, obviously, because my channel is demonetized. But I want to bring positive comment and share my passion and love for firearms to everybody. So let's break each one of these down, and I'll give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions. First, we have A, the Texas Gun Vault is awesome and one of the best firearm channels on YouTube. I have to say that I have some of the best fans. I am a very small channel. I think as I'm recording this, I think I only have 32,500-ish subscribers. And the people that I see comment on every video, the people that come to every live stream that I do, the people that comment even over on the Texas Gun Vault too, they're my biggest fans. And the fact that they follow me is absolutely humbling. I can't express the joy and happiness I get at interacting with my fans and supporters, even the ones locally that lend amazing firearms to the channel for review. I even have a few out here that I'm going to be reviewing today after I film this video. I can't tell you the humbling support that I get from companies and FFLs. It has just been an amazing journey. And so for people to think that somehow I am worthy of an A rating, well, that is surprising to me because I don't think I'm deserving of it, but it means so much to me. And the friendships that I've made here, I hope will last a lifetime. Then we have B, overall pretty good. I enjoy most of what Texas Gun Vault does. And that got the overwhelming support of 58%. And I'm pretty happy with a B, to be honest with you. I don't think I deserve a B. I think I actually deserve a C. But I was expecting B to kind of win. I can't always predict it. It's such a weird thing. I know people in the gun community can be really fidgety. They like what they like, but also they like what they like in the moment. I've made videos that when I released them were absolute flops, but then something happens in the news and all of a sudden, 5 years later, it's a huge hit and I get tens of thousands of views. It's not something I can always predict. But I think giving me a B rating is pretty fair. I know I don't always hit those home runs, as I say, but I like to think that every video I put out, I'm pretty proud of it. Well, with the exception of my really old videos. And yes, I keep most of my old videos up because I like to look at the journey that I have taken, see where I have come from filming on a pretty bad cell phone all the way up to this awesome HD camera that I have now that also was given to me by the doctor, one of my supporters and subscribers. I mean, how awesome is that? Even the audio equipment that I'm using for this video was given to me by a YouTuber by, I believe they pronounced it Team Drebob. It's a husband and wife team, and I couldn't be more amazed at what they did for me and the kindness saying, hey, we don't use this audio equipment, this lapel mic. We know that you're trying to grow your channel. Please take this. That's amazing. And every time I set up this equipment, I think about all these people that have done such great things for me and for the channel. And I hope that you guys all benefit from it as well. Then we have C, average. I just subbed for certain videos 19%. This is actually the rating that I would give my own channel. You know, as a gun guy and kind of a gun geek, I like very specific content. And over the years, what I like to watch has changed. When I first got into gun YouTube, man, I saw every video Hickok45 made. And now I'm not even a subscriber to Hickok45. I'm not sure if it's I got tired of the format or I just didn't like the direction of his channel, meaning he became more of a commercial and he never had a negative thing to say about a gun. But I don't think that he makes bad content. I think he's amazing. He's an amazing shot and he does a lot of great work for the Second Amendment. And I know a lot of people end up buying guns or getting into guns because of him. So he does great work. But for someone where I'm currently at in my journey through firearms, he just doesn't tickle that itch anymore. And that's just the way that it goes. As I said, it doesn't mean it's bad. And I'm sure there have been people that have come to my channel for whatever reason that have left, or maybe people that would normally in the past not have liked my content, but because they've changed somehow in their personality or the guns that they've bought, now are subscribers. I just try to be as consistent as I possibly can, but I fully admit that this has been a journey for me. And I look back on a lot of my videos, even my recent videos, and when I watch them, I go, that's kind of embarrassing. I can't believe I said that. And a lot of that is because all of this is unscripted. I'm talking to the camera right now. I just generally know what I want to talk about, and I just do it off the cuff. And sometimes I really do embarrass myself or say something stupid that I can't edit out, and that's just the way that it goes. Then we have D, overall pretty bad. I only watch to see what he gets wrong. This is the funny thing about being a YouTuber and trying to put out as much content as I possibly can, and that is people will nitpick every aspect of a video. I always try to give my biases or tell people my familiarity with a particular firearm or product when I review it. And I will say, hey, I've never shot this product before, and I'm trying to go at this from the perspective of somebody that just bought this at a gun store or saw it at a gun show and picked it up without doing a lot of research on the company or the history of the gun. Sometimes I do know that history and I tell you, but sometimes it is a brand new product, a rifle from a company I have never heard of. I give my personal thoughts and opinions. ratings. Then somebody who is very well versed with that model or that company will come in and tell me all the things that I got wrong and tell me how stupid I am and how I should go and do more research. And that's just the way that it goes. People like to point out what I get wrong. And I fully admit, I get a lot of things wrong. Well, I like to consider myself to be pretty smart, and I joke with my kids and my wife that I know everything. Yeah, I have a huge database of random knowledge. I can't know everything about every firearm. I do try to do my research. I do try to learn. I do try to share everything I can with you, but sometimes I am going to get things wrong. And I can't always future-proof my videos. So for example, a couple of days ago, I saw a comment on a video on my HK MR556, and I probably made this video 4 or 5 years ago, and at that time I said, this is the closest thing a civilian can get in the United States to a real HK416. And of course I get comments now going, well, that's not right. They have one now with the right barrel profile and the right handguard. It's like, I know. But that video was 5 years old. Look when that video was made, and I promise it will change your perspective on things. But they don't want to look at that. So then finally we have a rating of F. I hate everything he does, and he's ugly. Well, I know that I have my haters, and I don't really understand why. But I will say that I'm glad that the people that don't like me are here. Because one of the things I absolutely hate here on YouTube is what I call the cult of personality or a gun tube hero. There are certain YouTube channels that have cult followings. I actually think that's kind of dangerous when you have an entire community that looks at everything a particular YouTuber says as gospel. And there are some amazing YouTubers out there that put out amazing content that I can't touch with the production value. This is a one-man show around here. It is just me with a camera and a computer, and that is all it is. And I have to do this all on my own. I simply do this in my spare time as a hobby because I enjoy it. But there's other people that have major production budgets because they have millions of subscribers and huge amounts of Patreons and people that support them through sponsorships. I don't have any of that. So this is just me with a camera in his garage in my free time. But I notice many times when it comes to those YouTube channels, they are considered gun gods. There's a few that I'm not going to mention here, and they are channels that I personally subscribe to because I like their content or their presentation style, or I learn a lot from them. But if you criticize them in any way, they have a huge army of sycophants that will go out and try to destroy your channel, or will attack you, or email you, or go into every video and say how stupid you are. I can't believe you said this or disagreed with this person. And you guys know me. I don't get into feuds. I don't say any other YouTuber is bad. I say if you enjoy their content, please, by all means, go out and consume that content. If you want to support them in any way, please go out and support them. We're all on the same team here. But just because I can politely disagree with somebody's opinion, which by the way, many people politely disagree with my opinions on miniguns, they feel the need to go out and defend that person. And I just don't think that's healthy for our community. So the fact that people gave me ratings of C, D, and F, actually, I like, because it means that the people that watch my channel aren't always sycophants. They're not just disciples of the Texas Gun Vault. They go, I don't like this guy, but I'm going to watch his content because maybe I like to make fun of him. Who knows? Maybe once in a while, a blind squirrel will catch a nut from time to time, and maybe that's why they watch. I personally like to watch videos from creators that maybe I don't agree with. Sometimes I'm going to learn about things from a different perspective, and I grow as a person. So that's my thoughts on the rating system. So let's see what you guys have to say with this week's top rated comments. And so with the top rated comment of the week, we have the reindeer, the rabbit, the bat, who is often on many of these videos. He says, I enjoyed the polls. It creates an entertaining way to engage and interact with the viewers. Also brings a sort of community vibe to the table. I think it's a great idea to keep the poll topics broad as you have to. I've seen them range from current events and politically motivated firearm topics to what your favorite loadout for certain scenarios might be. Intriguing overall and enjoyable content. It's pretty good. Thanks for the hard work. And that's awesome. It also got 6 upvotes. And this is not a poll that I was expecting to get a lot of results on, because normally it's not a hot button issue. It's one about being a little bit more introspective, as I mentioned. So the fact that people engaged with this and like the polls means a lot. These polls usually don't get a lot of views, but I like making them and I like the interaction, and that's why I produce them. Then we have Mark Robison, who says, I watch mainly for the review on higher end firearms of the German and Swiss variety. Also, the interest and love you have for collecting as a whole, and for the NFA branch of firearms. See, and that's the kind of viewer that I am. I know that not every gun that I review is going to be a B&T or a SIG or an HK. Because I can tell you from just looking at my analytics, the videos that get the most views are often on guns that cost under $400. Because I have to say that most firearms people might not have the budget to buy a $3,000 gun, but they're looking to see what they can do to their $400 or $500 Taurus, Ruger, or Glock. What kind of upgrades can you do? What can you do to improve the gun? What do other people think? And helps them reassure that they bought the right gun for themselves. I get tens of thousands of reviews on a plain old Glock 19. But when it comes to a B&T APC-10, which is on the chopping block here for a range report pretty soon, I might just get a couple of thousand or so. Then we have Miles Bone, who says, This Week in Gun News and Poll of the Week are some of my favorite video series on YouTube. I also like some range reports and field strips. I think your channel is a niche. You're not Garantham or Brandon Herrera. You're a calmer look at firearms enthusiast. And that's exactly what it is. I do not claim to be some type of alpha bearded tactician. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a competitive shooter. I'm not someone out there to prove anything. I am just someone that looks at firearms as pieces of art. I'm fascinated by their mechanics. I'm fascinated by their history. And most importantly, I'm drawn to them because they are symbols of my liberty and freedom as a citizen, not a subject. And it also represents my political philosophy. I am a free man in a free country. Then we have Garrett Essen, who says, I actually enjoy your presentation style. I watch everything from TFB to Garantham and Honest Outlaw, but think yourself and Mr. Guns and Gear go through things methodically and without too much tomfoolery. You know, and I like all those channels as well. I'm a big fan of Mr. Guns and Gear. I like how he doesn't do that thing where he just goes out into a field and just blows up stuff for the, well, I can't say the word here, but the S's and the giggles. Yeah, I want to keep it G-rated. That's something I do here at the Texas Gun Vault too. I don't like to curse. I do curse in my personal life, but I'm not going to do it here on YouTube because that's not what this channel is about. If you're looking for those matcha alpha males to go out and roll in the dirt, take a gun, destroy it, do pull-ups in a tree with it, well, that's not me. I'm just your average gun guy with a dad bod. I fully admit it. And maybe that's why people gave me an F saying I'm ugly. But that's okay. I am just different. And I know that not everybody is looking for some guy to go out in the woods and chop down a tree with a shotgun or to carve a pumpkin with a pistol. They just want to talk firearms like they would with their buddies down the street or at work around the water cooler. And then finally we have Rafael Mercado, who says, I would love to see some more range time with certain firearms. Things that are just cool like your AKs and HK stuff, among other things. Just discuss how the gun shoots would be really awesome. You know, I love doing those types of videos. The only problem with that is I am not somebody that has a lot of land. And so who wants to really see me shoot at an indoor range? One of the reasons I think people like 22 Plinkster or Hickok 45 so much is that they have these awesome outdoor ranges where they have free ability to put the camera anywhere they want, to set up any type of targets, to do things that I really can't do. I live in a suburb far north of Dallas called Frisco, and I am a member of the Frisco Gun Club. And yes, I have 24-hour biometric access there, but it's just a 25-yard indoor range. They do have an indoor rifle range that goes out to 100 yards, but I can only use that range when they're in session. And when they're in session and the doors are open, many times there's a wait on that range. So I just do everything on the VIP range. So I'm very limited. When it comes to the shooting portions of my video, I fully admit they're kind of boring. They're in the same location every time. But I'm hoping the people that want to come and see my content aren't looking for the atmosphere, for the environment. They're just coming because they like a particular firearm and want to get somebody else's perspective. But that's the great thing about being a YouTuber, and also on Rumble, which, by the way, if you don't like YouTube, go check out Rumble. I really do think they are the wave of the future. Every video that I post here gets posted on Rumble as well. They are a true free speech platform. But I digress. Sometimes we just want different types of content. I know for myself, I don't like the Demolition Ranch videos where they go out and destroy stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. I think it's awesome, and I'm glad so many people enjoy it. But for me, watching stuff get blown up, it just doesn't have any appeal to me. I like the more intellectual side of firearms. And so I want to communicate and talk with other people that are like-minded. Does that mean my channel will never hit 100,000 subscribers? Well, maybe so, and that's okay, because I'm not doing it, as I said, to become rich and famous. I'm just doing it because I like to talk about guns with people that like the same thing about guns that I do. So there you go. That is the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. A introspection on where I am as a channel and what grade you guys would give me. So before I end this video, I want to thank my Patreons who always support me. You guys know I'm a demonetized channel. And my newest sponsor here at the Texas Gun Vault, who sponsors all of my non-range report videos, such as my Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week and This Week in Gun News. And that is Big Daddy Unlimited. They're a company that is trying to revolutionize the online gun store. I'm going to post an affiliate link in my description and in the comment section if you guys are looking for a wide variety of firearms and accessories sold at below MSRP and MAP prices. Go check out Big Daddy Unlimited. Think of them as like a Sam's or a Costco. They are a membership service, and that's why behind the paywall they can show you prices that other gun stores and gun shops cannot show you. So if you're looking for anything from NFA items to parts and accessories, go check out Big Daddy Unlimited. It's 99 cents for the first month, and every time you guys go over there, support them, you're supporting me here at the Texas Gun Vault, and it means a lot. So you get value for your support. Go support them, they support me, and it helps me continue to keep this content going. So if you're one of those people that voted an A, B, or C, or who knows, maybe even an F, and just want to see me continue to make fun of myself and put out terrible content, go check out Big Daddy Unlimited. Sign up for a membership over there, and you are supporting the Texas Gun Vault. Once again, there'll be a link in the description below and in the comment section below. Go check them out. So there you go, the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for your kind comments and all of the suggestions on what you would like to see here on the channel, and I will do my best to try to accommodate as many of you as I possibly can. So if you want to participate in next week's poll, please go to the community tab of my YouTube channel. I will post a link there. Go vote, comment, and like other people's comments so we can get the top rated comments of the week. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.